So the Galaxy Unpacked season is just hours away from now, which Samsung will be unveiling one of their most lucrative products ever. We've got the Z Flips, we've got the Galaxy Watches, and lots of other Mac products Samsung has to offer. Well, on the list of this, we have the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and then the Z Fold 5 as well. We equally have the Galaxy Watch 6 and Watch 6 Classic, which will be launched alongside. Equally have the Galaxy Buds Live, and then equally have the Galaxy Tab S9. So this is actually the product Samsung is going to be releasing in the next couple of hours. Well, the Unpacked season comes in two stages though. We have the first one, which normally comes around February, where Samsung launches their S series flagship devices, such as the S23 Ultra and then the likes of that, and as well as their mid-rangers. Then the second phase, which comes at the midsummer, which of course it's this time, of course, launches with the Z Flips, which is Samsung's Z flagships, and then the Galaxy Watches and the rest of the other products. And I think the device that literally everybody here is going heads over heels on will be the Z series, the Z Fold, and the Z Flip. Well, I got you covered. So the Z Flip comes at a more, of course, it's going to be more expensive than last year, but for now, we don't have any official price yet. Well, the only thing we do know is that the cover screen is actually going to be a lot bigger than that of last year. The one of last year, the Z Flip 4, came in with a 1.9-inch cover screen. Well, this year, we're getting a whopping 3.4-inch cover screen, which is literally double or even more than double, well, if you can tell from the size, of course, from the picture, you can tell. So for now, the cover screen doesn't support lots of third-party apps, but it will support lots of Google apps like the YouTube, Google Maps, Google itself, messages, and well, lots of other Google-accompanied apps, as well as Samsung features. So I think for now, that those are just functionalities that are being covered by the cover screen, of course. And this device reminds me of the Motorola Razr device, which of course has a kind of cover screen like that, but it's more optimized since, well, from the image, I'm sure you can see the screen kind of goes down and just omits the camera section. So yeah, I think that's a really cool design for Motorola. I think I loved that one. I think I wish Samsung had done something like that, but once again, it looked like they're copying or something. So I think that's why they left out that feature. Anyway, I love the design of the new cover screen. And aside from that, we're probably going to be having thinner bezels this year compared to last year and previous gens. I think the bezels that Samsung had in their Flip series actually made it look a bit old school because phones are getting to have even bezels all around and then going to have, just little bezels compared to what Samsung had last year. So I think shrinking the bezel was actually a good move. So kudos to you, Samsung. And another feature we would be having this year is Samsung DeX support. Previously, I still don't know why there's a Z series didn't come with that. Like S series did have that. We had DeX support, but the Z series never had such. So yeah, I think with recent upgrades and of course both software and hardware, the Z series would equally have access to Samsung DeX support. So yeah, I think that's one cool feature we're equally getting this year. Speaking of improvements, Samsung has equally improved in the Hinge section, while making the crease a little bit unnoticeable. I mean, I love the fact that it can slap literally all the way, like you see from the images, and you can go around and check for some videos or wait for the unpacked event. Well, yeah, but I think what they did there generally was still really nice. Looking at the fact that they have, reduced the rate at which dust and other particles get into the phone. Previously, if you stuck the phone into your pocket, if you noticed it and kind of pull it out, you kind of throw some dusty particles inside. But I think the fact that the phone closes all through now, I think those things would be omitted. So yeah, that's a really, really cool. And then, of course, chipset. Well, this device is actually coming with the same chipset as the S23 Ultra. It's coming in with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. But this is an improved version, the 8 Gen 2 made for Galaxy. Yeah, that's exactly what Snapdragon turned to that. So it's more or less like an improved version. You can check the geek benchmarks and other scores and clarify it yourself. So yeah, that's what we're getting with the Z Flip. And it's also the Z Fold, come with lots of epic features. Same as the Z Flip. Of course, it floats all through just like the Z Flip. It has reduced borders for bezels. I love it when they reduce the bezel. I think that's one thing that's one problem I had with the cover Bezel. Like for lots of people out there, they're like, nah, it's not huge of a deal. It's not that huge of a deal for them. But hell, for me, it is like I really don't like seeing bezels for my phone. It makes it look so old school. Like I don't know, maybe it's a me thing, but hey, I'm just glad they're reducing the bezels. And equally for the crease, it's still going to be reduced. So it's practically the same thing we're getting with the Z Flip, we're getting with the Z Fold. And then, of course, better optimization, improved camera sensors, of course, the scatter cells. So yeah, I'm really glad Samsung is doing this for the Z series. I mean, making them feel like, oh, I've got an S series, but an S series that folds into two. So yeah, I think that's a really bold move. I mean, previously we used to say that about the Note series, like, oh yeah, I have an S series, but with a pen this time. So yeah, I think that's cool. And speaking of pen, I would have really loved it if they could add a pen to, the foldables itself. Like, I think the experience would be nice, bro. Well, I think it's because of the form factor, the hardware itself. Like, if you were to fit a pen into the device, the person will take up a lot of space, which might affect your battery and then some other departments there. So maybe that's why we're not getting an S Pen. I don't know, but that's why you could actually do something about it. So yeah, anyways, I guess we'll just have to wait till the unpack event.